And another video from Dave. What's up, YouTube? This is DavesHadeNuFF187. This is another video to do with Merry Christmas, bitches. Ho, ho, ho. And change is coming in 2016 for my channel. And another video from Dave. And yeah, pretty much this is my Christmas video for this channel. I don't remember if I did one last year. I'm doing one this year. I will be having a recent gaming pickups. I don't know if I'm going to upload it before this video or after. I picked up some games for, myself for Christmas. I wanted to buy that, I just been wanting, nothing. I got most of the games that came out this year, but some other games that came, with the Xbox One for the backwards compatibility. I don't know why I can never say that word. But yeah, some games I got some good deals on. I'll show them off next video. And how I'm going to do my pickups video, I'm just going to name them. You know how I name them, like Sicilian Edition or One Piece Fanboy Edition or Aussie Edition. I'm just going to give like a special shout out to a subscriber, and just that'll be the edition. Like the next one, you'll see who I'll have them that edition. I don't want to save that surprise, that I guess. For a surprise, save it for a surprise. But yeah, Merry Christmas, guys. I hope you guys are having a great, getting ready for Christmas. Got all your presents ready. Got all your shopping done. I was out tonight shopping. Man, I went out. Me and my buddy went out a couple days ago. I think it was Monday, and I thought that was bad. Shit, today made that look like nothing. I was at the mall in Johnson City. I just went up to, Target and fucking, Old Navy and stuff. I like Old Navy. I guess when you get, it's funny. I got a friend. He's about 21, 22, I think. And, when you get older, like I'm 31 now, and back in the day when I was in school, I had to have Jordans, top of the line everything. Guess was popular when I was, going to school. What's some of the other brands? Calvin Klein. A lot of that shit was popular. Nautica, Polo was big, and some of it's still big now. But I don't know. You get to an age where a lot of that shit, you kind of grow up, and you realize you're like, okay, I would never wear certain things I used to wear, and you used to make fun of your parents for wearing certain things. I go to Old Navy now, and I love that fucking place. You take me back when I was like 15, 17, 18, early 20s, you wouldn't catch me at fucking Old Navy. But I love Old Navy. I just think it's a great place. I love the clothes. I mean, I wear a lot of like American Eagle. I wear a lot of like surfing. I used to like wearing surfing stuff and skateboarding shit. So I used to like the skateboard. I wear DC and all that shit still, but like, it don't bother me to wear, like, Old Navy and just nice clothes, something nice looking, you know what I'm saying, for, not something that makes me look like a fucking teenager, because I do look, a lot of people think I am younger. I'll go to the store and I'll get fucking carded for cigarettes still, but like my friend was saying, he won't even step in fucking Old Navy. He has to go to, he likes to wear a lot of the sporting goods shit, like Hibbett Sports, Champs, and all them places, because he works out, but he likes wearing, like sweatpants and fucking tank tops all the time. Even when it's fucking like 30 degrees out, he's outside in a tank top. But it's because he works out. I used to work out, and when I was like that, I liked, then you like to wear that shit. But I don't know, you get older, and you realize what your parents used to tell you. Like, hey, when you get older, this won't matter, or, this music might sound better, or you might like this better, this type of food. Shit changes when you get older, You will grow up one day and you'll realize, Old Navy's not that bad. They got good prices. You don't want to spend I still wear Nikes and everything, but I won't go for the fucking $100 Jordans or $200 Jordans. I won't do that. It blew my mind the other day when I saw fucking Kanye West had fucking shoes. I thought it was a joke. Yeezys, and they were like $5,000. They had this show, actually this YouTube video. I can't remember which channel it was on, where this guy actually acts like a bum, and he has his Yeezys sitting there, and people go by fucking stealing these shoes like they knew what they were. I wouldn't have known what fucking Yeezys were if I seen them. I wouldn't know that were $5,000 shoes because I don't keep up with that shit anymore. I just like to dress nice, but I don't go overboard like I used to. I used to have clothes sitting in the fucking closet, no lie, with fucking tags on them. I used to just go and buy clothes. I used to be bad with shopping. But you get older and you get out of that shit. But basically, Merry Christmas, guys. Thanks all the subscribers. I didn't, when I first started doing this YouTube stuff, I started back when the I started before that, a year before that, just commenting and watching videos, getting used to everybody in the community. But I got enough balls after a year around the PS4 when that dropped, I made my first video. Actually, I think the night it came out, I made my first video. It said PS4 purring like a kitten or whatever. And, I was real surprised, and I think the video after that, or the third video, I got like 2,000 views. Like, that's what got me sucked into YouTube. I was like, whoa, I didn't think never to get that off my NBA 2K video about some connection issues. That got me, pretty good amount of views. But after that, I learned how YouTube really works, where you get like, you get like 30 views, 50 views, 100. But I have to always say, I always at least got, a consistent view count from people. I may lose subscribers, but I gain them back. But my views have always stayed the same and gradually got better. But where I'm at now, been here 2 years doing videos, been on YouTube altogether for 3 years. I am very appreciative. I really do appreciate everything you guys do. And I'll put more work in the channel. I mean, I get some people that fucking, they'll subscribe to my channel and then they unsubscribe. And I could tell it's like the same people. You'll see 3 subscribe. It's like people can't make up their fucking mind. One thing I will say, I don't make a lot of money off this shit. I do this shit for you guys, and actually for me too, to talk to people about gaming, because I enjoy it, and I met a lot of cool people here on the site YouTube. To be honest with you, since I moved up to Tennessee, a lot of these people I talk to, that's most people I talk to a lot in the daytime. I know people in real life up here, but not as much. It's like when I lived in Florida, and a lot of these dudes I talk to on here, and females, which very few I've met on here and YouTube, more males than anything, are considered good friends. I really do, because I consider them just the same as I would in my real life. Very good people. I've run across some assholes, don't get me wrong. I've ran across some, fucking dickhead trolls too, and I think we've all had them, but I've even had some trolls become really good friends on here. Even Sean L, he's a really good friend. But, just what I want to talk about before Merry Christmas, guys. I hope you guys have a safe Christmas. Don't drink too much if you're going to get out there and drink or whatever. Be safe. It's not worth DUIs and going to jail. Take that advice from me. I've been there. Never got any DUIs, but I got public intoxication. I've got in trouble. That was the first time I ever got in trouble with first time I ever got in trouble with the cops when I was younger. I beat the hell out of this kid and got in trouble for that, but the cops just came to my house. First time I actually got any type of altercation with the cops, like getting arrested and stuff, was with alcohol, underage drinking. When I was 18, I drank in front of an establishment. We were drinking outside the bar, and I was pissing. I was pissing on a car tire. And then I was one of my friend's cars back. I was really drunk that night, and they had I think it was a 20-pack or 24-pack, and I'm sliding it under with my foot, and here comes the cop pulling up right when I'm pissing. I could have even got decent exposure, but he didn't give me that. Just got a ticket to go to court. But that was the first time I got in trouble, and then from there it went on. But I didn't really get into a lot of trouble until I was 26. But point of the story is, be safe. Don't get out there act crazy. It's not worth it. Once you get a record, it sucks. Life is hard, I'll tell you that. But going on with the whole channel changes, stuff I want to do with the channel for 2016. Where I'm at now with my channel, I'm very grateful. I didn't even think I'd get here. It was really hard to get here with, when I first started. I mean, I couldn't even break 100 subs. And then all of a sudden, after the whole Nate thing and, more people got to know me, my channel really picked up. So a lot of this shit, I have to thank Nate. I mean, he helped me out a lot, and he don't even really realize that probably. He probably hates my guts, but he did help me out, and I do appreciate it. Gamer Nate, shout out to you. I know you still watch the channel. I learned that a couple weeks ago. I hope you're having a great Christmas with your new wife and everything. I hope you're doing good, man. But yeah, my channel's at 614 subs. Didn't think I'd get there this year. My goal for next year will be 1,000. I think I could hit 400 subs. I think I could do it because I got a new camera going on. I'm gonna be doing all kinds of shit. I got help by my main man Thanos. We're gonna do this shit. You know, Thanos is a great guy. Shout out to Thanos. I do appreciate it. And everybody I met through Thanos, Armored, Kenoshi, Poppy 2K, all of them are great dudes. Um, but I have a lot of plans for this channel. One thing I did correct, you know, before I started the new year, I changed the Silence is Golden podcast to the Movie Tweaker, and I'm happy with that name. Thanks to Kenoshi and Thanos, they helped me get that name. Actually, they came up with it. I was gonna go with another name, and then they gave me a list of names. Kenoshi, I believe, came up with the list, and Thanos, you know, he did put in his. I think both of them came up with the list. Uh, that was the list. How I got the list was from Thanos. But I love the name. The Silence is Golden was a thing I put together real fast because the dude that I got to do the podcast with me, Daniel Rodriguez, shout out Daniel Rodriguez. He wanted to do the podcast because I set it up for that day, and I was gonna hold off till I got a better name, and I said fuck it, we'll just go with it. And Silence is Golden is basically something a lot of you guys ever went to the theater back in the day. That used to be something you would see, but it don't really work too much nowadays. You know, maybe a lot of people didn't catch on to that when they were watching the podcast. But this new name, I could already tell it's doing wonders for that podcast because I'm already up to view count from my other podcast with Silence is Gold, and I think the name had a lot of issues. And we're getting a little bit. This last podcast was just so much more of an improvement from the past ones. Just overall how we're doing it, bringing in movie news, just like I do the gaming. It's going to be like the gaming and how there's different topics going on in the movie industry and different subjects to do with different actors, movies coming, problems with actors, all kinds of shit to do with movies and TV shows. I have a lot of plans for that podcast, and it's going in the direction that I want it to go. I even got plans of another podcast to do with gaming. My goal is the Dave's Had Enough show. I want to turn that into like a mixed thing. It's going to be real life shit, like real life stuff that's going on, crazy shit. Like, just for example, like the whole Bruce Jenner thing. Subjects like that mixed in with gaming, and then I want to take this new podcast that's going to be like it's going to be like I'm not going to do 3 podcasts a week. It's not happening. I'm already doing 2, but I wouldn't mind doing 3 podcasts a week every so often, like every 2 weeks, do the new podcast I'm doing. And that one's going to be strictly gaming. It's going to be all about gaming. I want to get a new group of guys in there. Nobody from the Dave's Had Enough show. If anybody does want to come from the Dave's Had Enough show, they'll be in that podcast. They will not have nothing to do with the Dave's Had Enough show. I want new people. You know what I'm saying? I would like to do this new podcast with all new people and not bring anybody from the other podcast because it's a great podcast. The Dave's Had Enough show, I want to leave them people. But if somebody really does want to go into this podcast that is more about gaming than actually talking about other stuff to do with the world, and just crazy ass topics, and they're not comfortable with that, I will put them into and the name of the podcast will be Guys Talking About Games. Guys Talk GTAG podcast. And just the podcast I wanted to do because I want to turn my other podcast into a more, just a more open podcast, because the Dave's Had Enough show is like more of like an anything goes podcast. I don't care if people start talking and trolling somebody. I don't give a shit. Anything go on in that podcast. And I've always kept it that way. It used to be the Dave and Meat show, which was, pretty crazy at times. I mean, you all remember the Dave and Meat show, especially from the Nate podcast, but that's my goals with the Dave's Had Enough show and the new podcast, Guys Talking About Games. That will all be, Guys Talking About Games will happen, within the first of 2016. I don't know if it's going to be in every 2 week, 2 week pod, every 2 weeks or every once a month. I might aim for every 2 weeks and see how that goes. I mean, one thing you have to take into consideration too, there's only so much gaming news. So if I'm going to cover gaming news on one podcast and talk about other stuff that still covers gaming news. There's only so much gaming news to go around, you know what I'm saying? But with the guys talking about games podcast, I want to basically, it's going to be a different type of podcast to where we all talk about, maybe part of the podcast will be just about one game and we go in full detail about the game. You know, basically it's going to be more about games than anything. It's not going to be so much, I don't think I'm going to do like the whole like sales and all that shit. It's going to be more focused on games. It's not going to be like sales and numbers and console wars. It's going to be strictly about games. And, you know, if we're going to go on about Halo, we're going to talk about the whole Halo, you know, series, or we're going to talk about the Gears series and what we like most about it, you know, and future stuff to do with that series. You know, it's going to be something like that. It's not going to be, oh, well, Sony's selling this month on the NPDs. No, it's not going to be that. That's going to be in the Dave's Had Enough show. But yeah, that's my goals with that. Streaming. Streaming is going to change. I believe streaming, I will do my random ass streams every once in a while, but streaming is going to slow down, but it's going to be more consistent. It's going to be certain days I do it where you guys know I'll be streaming. Right now, from all the times I stream, and I'm being honest, and I can't do this like really all the time because I have other plans this year coming up that has nothing to do with YouTube. That's going to change. It's going to have a lot to do with my real life. That's going to change my YouTube channel. You know, because I have plans on getting another job, and when that happens, YouTube, you know, I don't know what's going to go on with YouTube. If I definitely, the streaming is not going to be like it is now where I'm just streaming crazy hours a night. But I do know you guys like me to stream. Usually your ideal time that I do really good is anywhere at 11 at night, you know, to 1 in the morning. And then sometimes I do my late streams. They do really well too, the ones in 4 in the morning. I know you guys like me to stream at nighttime. I've done streams in daytime and they don't work really. I don't know. It's like a nighttime thing. That's where all my followers come. And that's fine. I'm a night person. I don't mind doing it. But when I start getting this other job and doing other things, I can't be streaming like I am now. So it'll be like set days. But right now, the stream, everything's going to stay the same right now. But the more the year, you know, we go into the new year, you will start seeing changes with this channel. Videos. My whole goal with videos, just my regular videos. I want to do my movie reviews. I want to do my TV. I want to like start doing TV show reviews, but I'm not going to do a whole bunch of TV shows because TV shows, like a lot of people don't realize, and I know anybody does do, like Daniel Rodriguez, he does TV shows. Anybody that does do TV show reviews, they're harder to do than movie reviews because you gotta, you know, go over the whole thing that happened that episode. It's a lot of fucking writing down. I've wrote down a lot of shit whenever I've done TV shows, Sons of Anarchy, Walking Dead. It's just a lot of shit you gotta write down because you gotta, you know, pretty much go over, you know, like backtrack the whole fucking show. You know what I'm saying? I can't think of the word I want to use right now, but recap. You know, you gotta recap the whole show. Movies, I can just tell you certain parts and give you a general idea. It's real easy to review, so there will be TV show reviews, but it's going to be shows I know if I start getting into a TV show, I'm definitely going to, you know, it's going to be a following that I'm going to be actually, you know, people will like that TV show. I'm not just going to pick some random one and people don't watch a show and I'm just talking to myself in videos. That's one thing I won't do. If a type of videos don't work, I don't do them. The only videos I let slide that I don't get too many views, which they do, they actually improved a lot, are my unboxings. I like doing unboxings. I don't know. I've grown accustomed to them. Those are the only videos I don't mind doing that don't get that many views. I don't care. I know certain people watch them, but they are picking up. My unboxings are doing better. But I don't talk to a blank fucking room. I don't do that. I don't like talking to people and they're not listening. So anything that don't work will be thrown in the fucking trash. I want this movie podcast to succeed so bad. I'm going to be pouring my fucking heart into this podcast because it's something that I have a big passion for. I like movies just as much as I like gaming. You know, I put a lot of time into this fucking channel. I may have not put a lot of money into it like some people with editing and all that, but I am getting better with editing and stuff. There has been changes even before 2016. The camera, you're actually seeing me, you know, put in the intros and stuff I've never done on this channel. Usually you guys would just get me clicking on a video and there I go, you know. But yeah, that's some of the stuff that I wanted to talk about. I will, like I said, be getting a new job. There's just something going on with my current job right now, and I got to get into something more consistent. And it'll be a good thing when I get that new job and things start rolling better. I'll be definitely putting more money into the channel, be getting, microphone and all that. But for right now, this is good. It's a lot better than what it was. But that's all plans, it's all going to be in 2016. These plans are going to happen. I'm trying to see if anything. My goal, like I said, will be to at least get to 1,000 subs. I know I can do it. I mean, if I could hit 600 this year, you know, and just how it's been growing my channel, I know I could hit 1,000 subs, no problem. Um, but yeah, that's basically my video. Other things I want to talk about, just that's basically everything. I just want to make sure I got everything covered I wanted to talk about. Talked about the other podcasts. The more people I see actually going to each video and what they get interested into, I will put more time into that. I want to actually get this channel going. That is my goal. I want this channel moving forward. I don't want it moving behind. And it's been moving forward. That's why I'm, definitely doing this video and telling you guys all the stuff I have planned for this channel. Like, this year was a hard fucking year. I will tell you, this has been, like, I've had a lot of hard years. Since 2006, my life went down the toilet. I had a really good life in 2006, up to 2006, and that's when I started getting, going downhill. And, in 2010, where a lot of shit went bad, but my goal this year, other than my YouTube channel, is just to get my life together. I'm just tired of being at the fucking bottom. I do buy a lot of games and stuff, guys, but I'm not rich by any means at all. I'm fucking probably at the poverty level. But, I'm not doing that bad, but, I'm doing a lot better than I used to be doing. I had times in life where I wasn't doing like I was a fucking millionaire, but I had money, and it's crazy when you go from that to where I was at. So I've been on the street and shit. I may joke with people here, Brandon Cole, call them homeless, but I've been there, and that shit sucks. That is not fun, going to your friend's house and asking him for a place to stay and sleeping on his fucking couch. That shit sucks. And then when you don't even have your friends suck so fucking bad and you don't even have that to go to, and you're thinking of the nice park bench by the alligators. I remember one time, I can laugh about it now, but man, I knew this spot when I was homeless. I was like, man, because we had this place called, it was like right near my old house. It was like a walkway, and in the morning there's nobody there, and there's all these benches, and I was like, man, I'll just go sleep there, at least. And it was, in Florida it's nice weather, so it don't really matter. I couldn't imagine being homeless up here in Tennessee. You'd be freezing your balls off. Or where I used to live in New York, I give them people credit. But man, I was thinking about sleeping with the fucking gators. I didn't even fucking care at that point. I knew there was gators around there. I was worried, if thing eats me, that's how I thought at the time. If thing eats me, it fucking eats me. I don't care. You just want to go to sleep after a while. But shit's definitely a lot better than it used to. But this year I had to deal with my mom getting cancer. 2012 I had to deal with my dad. He passed away. That really sucked. It's different when you start losing your parents, and I almost lost my mom this year. She had got cancer and got COPD. What killed my dad was the COPD. And luckily, they weren't going to do the operation, and that pneumonia was making her white blood cell counts go up to, like, I don't know, I'm not a doctor, but it was like 15,000 or whatever, and it was making her delirious. And one day when I was working with my brother, we came home, my mom was fucking going around the house out of her mind. And that's when we knew something was for sure wrong. Because when she first went to the doctor, they told her she had bronchitis. She had a fucking tumor in her fucking, lungs, and they're telling her she had bronchitis. And behind the tumor got pneumonia, and they weren't going to operate on her because she smoked. But that's the only way they can get the pneumonia out. They had to cut half of her lung out. And luckily they did, because that's what got rid of the fucking cancer. But, it can come back. It's a 50-50 thing. She has to go to the doctor for the next 5 years, but she's still, not the same as she used to be. She gets out of breath and all that, and life is different. But it does suck thinking when you look forward to life and maybe both your parents are going to be gone. I couldn't imagine that, because my family, my other family, I don't really know, and the one family that I do know ain't worth a fucking shit. I'm very disappointed in that side of my family. It used to be really close to my brother, and he's a piece of shit. The things that he's done, to my mom, and things he said to her after she's gotten cancer. I don't even want to go on it because he does probably watch my YouTube channel, but I'm ashamed to call him my brother. Of how he treated me. I've done some fucked up shit in the past, but I have got myself together. I'm not as bad as I used to be. And he's just a low life, in my opinion. He may got everything, may be doing good, but at times he presents it that way. Let's say that. But I have no faith in him anymore. I don't really care if same things ever did happen with my mom or anything, and I was just to go back to Florida, I would never call that motherfucker again. It's weird when you live 5 minutes down the road from your brother, and it's almost like me living in Florida. Like I live in Florida and he lives in Tennessee. That's how it is. I don't see the motherfucker. I was out Christmas shopping all day today. We both live in the same town. I didn't see a motherfucker once, and I know that motherfucker's out there Christmas shopping. Monday, same situation. And you think, what's the motherfucker just fucking hiding from you or what? But who gives, you get to a point where you fight so much with, like your family, you get tired of that shit after a while. And sorry for going on. I could ramble on all night tonight. But yeah, I will be doing a recent game pickup. Sorry for going on about that. It just pisses me off every time I think about it. Like I said, changes to the channel. A lot of stuff in the works. You guys fucking help me out. At least watch my shit. I will, do a lot for you. I don't like talking to a blank audience, and I'm not talking to one now. I got people that watch the shit. I'm just saying the more subscribers, I don't really even care too much about subscribers. More views, the more shit I'll do. If I have people watching the fucking shit, I'll be more than happy to entertain you. And talk about gaming. Talk about anything. It don't fucking matter. I have a life full of stories to tell. But yeah, that's my video, guys. Sorry for going on 26 minutes now. Probably be another 30-minute video. This video will probably take forever to fucking upload. That's the one thing I don't like about the whole 1080p thing. It takes too long to upload. It takes forever. The other videos, they upload in no time at all, but this takes forever. But Merry Christmas, guys. Hope you guys have a great Christmas. I really do appreciate everybody that watches my shit. Valfer, Megaton, One Piece fanboy, the list goes on. Coco Sparks, Tiger, Tiger. I can't think. See, that's why I didn't want to start doing the shout out stuff because then I feel like if I miss somebody, but. You all know who you are. I can't remember you all. I talk to you all on live streams and everything. Real great dudes. I really do appreciate a lot what you guys do for me. Let me just see if I get some of your names. I don't want to be a dick and forget some of you, but I mean, it's hard to do. There's a lot of you guys I talk to, and you guys know I always kick it with all you guys. So, Aussie Gamer, Sicilian. I know he watches my shit, but he's not a commenter. Wiggy Gaming, Kingerenpachi, Wolfflow, Gamer Nick, John the Beast Beeson, Darren Fair, One White Kong. Special thanks to you, buddy. I appreciate everything. One of my earliest subscribers that have stuck with me for a long time. He's never left. HeckT69. Trying to think of anybody else. Got some new people too. Damn near 30 minutes this video. Sorry, guys. Wade Dwell, Video Game Lover 58, Awesome Stuff HD, Ant-Man, Bizarro Games, The Killicoma, This No Gay, This Wesley, Legit Gamer, League of Winning, Canadian Gaming, which used to be Mindy's Hit Cave. Might have said your name wrong. Sorry, man, but I do appreciate the support. Daniel Rodriguez, Old Dirty 33, Thanos, like I said, Armored Sentries, pretty sure I said him too. Demon Ralph, Failed to Listen, RXL 209, almost forgot you, buddy. Sorry about that. Braden Cole, you know, even all our back and forth, you know, I still do respect the guy. Cool dude that, you know, has been watching some of my live streams lately. 16-bit Gamester, Prince J, Sinister 18, Ramster 1000, Stiffcun, Amazing Zpoc, 19, Rock and Rolla 91, Motor City Gamer, That Afterlife Battlefront, Super Mario Nerd, Pokemon 2000. Trying to think of anybody else. I think that's it, guys. And if I did forget you, I didn't mean to. It's just I can't think of everybody. I try. Real Gamer 27. We'll give him a shout out, even though me and him haven't really been getting along too well. David Maddox. My buddy Jeremy from Florida. Laggy Bandits. We were playing actually a good game of Rainbow Six the other night. It was a blast. OD from PlayStation. Very good dude. Tech Rev. See, I almost forgot people. Shaner, Thorny. I almost forgot people. Valfer. I think I said Valfer. Baltimore MVP. Gamer Life 248. Hitman Rifles, LC800 323, Mr. T. I think that's everybody, guys. Brimstone, you know. If I did forget you, I didn't mean to. I tried. This video's gone long enough. Thank you all this year. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's. Well, I will do my New Year's video too. But have a Merry Christmas. I hope you guys have a great Christmas and a safe one at that. Later, guys. Thank you for all the support.